Tunaanza na team
the big game of the
caretakers.
weekend. The big game of the weekend.
Yenye imepita. The game, I think the big game for last game week was Arsenal versus Liverpool. Don't you think?
Yeah, Arsenal versus Liverpool. Arsenal tends to lose points when they meet a serious opponent.
I know.
So and I think Arsenal really need to. But I think one of the things they're doing, they are ensuring at least they don't lose, which is actually helping them.
Yeah, it's but here's the thing. You see, mi naambia watu Arsenali, they think the title is just about waking one season and winning the title. Like you have to fight through sweat and blood, and I feel that those games that you need to put in that fight,
They don't.
wanna compromise. Like hii game ya Liverpool, it's a game that when you win this game, like you're making a statement. Like this season, watch out for us, guys.
Yeah.
Look at their performance against the teams they won with 1 goal margin. Look at the game versus Bournemouth. Your game could have gone
Either way.
Look at the game they played against Brighton. Another game that could have gone either way. So for me, I feel that in their best season, they have the best squad, they have the best players. However, there's a mentality they're lacking for them to be that team that to go past that edge.
Yeah. But let's not forget that Liverpool is also a big team.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that most of us forget is anytime you have a big six opponent and the opponent feels like they're the underdog, that is the game that the underdog usually performs really well. Because the opponent underrates them. And they tend to lose points. But generally, Arsenal it was a hard game. If you really watch the game, it was an even game. At some point, Liverpool could have actually gone on and taken the lead.
Yeah.
But in general, talk about the Premier League and them not being as consistent. I think this season they are given enough grace. Like there's no team that is really pushing them to the limits. I feel like Man City has drew 3 times in a row, which is also not so good for them.
Yeah, I think that was the next topic I was to ask you.
Yeah.
Given that Man City has dropped 6 points in their last 3 games, that's 3 games in a row in the Premier League. Don't you think Arsenal will have been more than 6 points ahead given?
No. Okay, I understand that, but I also understand the fact that is also to say that you see what makes the Premier League really like a very difficult league. You cannot necessarily say that just because you lost points, your opponent needs to get all the 9 points, because given the circumstances, you would say the Liverpool game was actually a hard game, but they won the other 2 games.
But with the title rival with a team like Man City, don't you think you need that? Given that this team can just choose to go unbeaten for the rest of the season.
Well, to be honest, I would say this season, Arsenal are gonna have moments like this, because ideally, even like any team can have a moment where they can have a draw or whatever.
Yeah.
But in general, I feel like you saying that Man City, given that Man City is on the necks of Arsenal, our expectation as a Premier League community was Man City should be closing down Arsenal. Right?
Okay, that's the expectation.
The expectation is...
But look at it this way. This is a team that has finished number 2 for the last 3 seasons. Meaning, right now, they should, if you're saying they're the team to win, they should have learned that your opponent is sleeping, like you can't give them, you can't not take chances to extend the gap.
Maybe Arsenal are just at their ceiling, yeah? Maybe that's the best they can do. So you cannot really blame them. You cannot really say, Arsenal, you need to overperform, right?
So you're saying this this is the limit.
And we are also, and again, I also think that the fact that we are hoping, I feel like the Premier League is just hoping Arsenal will drop points. But this time round, they have proven that when they lose, they bounce back. Like, that's the difference. That's the major difference. And the other difference is, like, I feel like Man City, when Arsenal drop points, Man City don't close the gap.
Okay,
that's the difference.
I think when you're there, let's not move and talk about Man City. I feel Man City is one team that has accepted that yes, we are struggling this season and we are trying to fix our problems this January. We have signed Semenyo and we are now chasing for is it Ndiaye or is Gueye? I'm not sure. One of these defenders Chelsea were to also buy.
Okay.
So question is, number one, what do you think is lucky with Man City? How are they dropping so many points in consecutive games? And are they going to close in the gap and maybe give Arsenal another heartbreak?
Yeah, if I was to be honest, I feel like Man City are not used to losing or drawing because of one of the only thing that the only reason I feel like Man City is not as strong as they used to be is because I feel like they're lacking the creativity in the midfield, or they're lacking the effect of the great midfielders, the David Silvas, the Kevin De Bruynes, the Gundogans who would step up and push Man City. At the moment, they have midfielders who can defend, the Reindeers, and I think Nico Gonzalez, and now Rodri is back, which is a plus. But I'm not so sure that the effect that KDB. I think that's for me. I would, if I was a Man City coach, I would sign more of an attacking midfielder, like somebody who can really attack and hold the ball.
And that was what we've done with Semenyo.
Semenyo is not a midfielder. That's the problem.
Yeah, but he plays more of a winger, and his ability to score is really good. I think also one point we were really lacking this season was a player who could score consistently, like Haaland. That's why at some point people labeled us like the Haaland team. However, I feel Semenyo will come and give us more goals. More goals means we have more chances of winning our games. And when we win our games, it means we're giving Arsenal that run to the title.
Yeah, I get that point. But I feel like not unless Semenyo is like Salah, who can put enough output,
he can.
Then the midfield area will be affected. That's my biggest worry. But if for sure, Semenyo is gonna go into that Man City and settle, because again, we've seen people who shine in smaller teams and come to bigger teams, and that does not happen or rather it might take him some time to click, and you guys don't have time. You're chasing the title at the moment.
But we've seen players who've come and the transition was smooth, like Van Persie.
Yeah. So we are only hoping that will be the case. Unless you can say he's been consistent. It's the Premier League. He understands Pep's system. Like, assuming that Bournemouth play the same Pep way, because you could find that maybe Bournemouth style fits Semenyo more than Man City style.
Yeah.
That's why he has like a little bit more output. Yeah. But in general, Man City, as much as they would like to challenge, and I think they're really going out of their way to sign over the January transfer.
Yeah.
But I feel like they also need to stop dropping points if they want to chase.
Okay.
Like, Man City have to ensure that if Arsenal draw, they are closing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like having three draws consistently is not going to help Man City. Actually, it's gonna help Arsenal.
Yeah.
Feel like they have more time. Yeah.